Hey Sagittarius, this is your November reading for the first week, but it's not time specific, so this could play out at any time or even play out around you with people you know. This is for your sun, moon, and rising, and Venus, because a lot of what comes through is love, although I do follow spirit and what channeling messages come in and for whoever needs it. Now, Sagittarius, I do love your energy. I'm heavy Sag in my chart. I'm Sun, Moon, and have a massive stellium. So I do appreciate all the little Sages that watch. So please hit the like button if this resonates for you, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to get more weekly readings. Okay, I do want to say that I am using this little headset today because my son lifted my cable from my speaker to the camera, and he's using it for his PlayStation controller, and he's gone to his grandmother's for the weekend. So I am making do and I'm pushing forward. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, Sag? Okay, let's get into your reading. Now, Sagittarius, I am definitely hearing heed the call, like you were being called. You were being called is basically what I'm hearing. As I say this, it's throwing me into the energy of this is the last month. November is the last month that Jupiter's in Sagittarius. So um, you may have found yourself really going through it for the last year that Jupiter's been there, because Jupiter wants to bring you blessings. It's not so much that you've been given your blessings, it's that the path's being cleared for them. So you may have spent the last year clearing the path towards your blessings, and I feel like it's about to go into supersonic speed while you death's at the bottom, because you've cleared out all that old, and now Jupiter's about to put this last month to work. So if you've been feeling the push but sort of haven't had the drive to do it, it's because you've sort of been in that clear out energy. But if you've been feeling the push and the push is still there, let's use that Jupiter luck to our advantage, Sagittarius. Okay, now I do read reversals, so let's get the little reversal pile here, add them into the deck and see what comes up. Now at the bottom of the deck again is the Ace of Cups, which it's new love, it's new experiences, it's your passion coming to life. So, okay, we've had 4 cards come up and Spirit's told me to take them. So I'll keep shuffling as we go, and I'll leave these 4 sitting here. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups is where you've been sitting for a while, Sagittarius. It's you've been in your emotions recently, and that's uncomfortable. So when it's come to relationships, you've had to dive deep, you've had to process things. You may have had people walk away from you that you thought would be there forever, and they may still be there forever. But what Spirit's saying is you had to take that time to work through what you needed to be able to move forward onto this next phase. I feel like 2020 for you, Sag, is going to be life-changing. We're going to go one more and then we'll get started. Wow. This is interesting. So, and the 5 of Cups, the five in general, the number is the number of change. It's transformation. It's heartbreak, but for a purpose is what I'm hearing. So it could have been heartbreak externally, or the external could have been mirroring you. So you were transforming internally, but you had situations going on around you that allowed you to be able to go into that space to be able to transform. Now, the Lovers tells me that there may have been a long-term on and off relationship, or a long-term relationship, or something with a really deep, strong connection. I don't feel like this is a fuck boy or a fuck girl. I feel like this is someone that you hold a deep connection with. The Page of Pentacles tells me that this may be a little slow to get off the ground, that communication has been affected, but it's movement. The thing with the Page of Pentacles is it's slow communication, it's slow movement, but it gets there in the end. It's kind of like that hare and the tortoise. You know, the tortoise actually beats the hare at the end of the day because it's done right. So while this is very slow and you've felt like this year's been slow for you, I feel like you've had all these great ideas and they're swimming around, but they're not really getting anywhere. And that's because you're building a foundation. You've been building a foundation in your life and in your relationships. And even if it doesn't look that way, Spirit's telling me if it doesn't look like you've had this movement, it's because it's all going on behind the scenes. And whatever you're doing internally is going to manifest externally as this time comes on. And I say that I move straight into the Ten of Pentacles. This is the happy family. This is the white picket fence. It's all those things that you have been longing for. And also it's a relationship that's loyal and stable and all the type of things that you need to be able to feel safe in yourself. And there's a big misconception about Sagittarians not wanting to settle down and all those type of things. It's more so, and I've felt this way, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, something's just caught my attention going past my window. I'm a bit like Dory. That it's you don't want to settle down. You're not going to settle. Like, I don't think Sagittarians have an issue settling down or committing. I think it's that they want to commit to the right person and for the right reasons. They're not just going to jump into things for the sake of it. And this Ten of Pentacles tells me that this lover, this person, this past connection, they have everything, but this time they're stepping in with loyalty. There may have been a few things in the past that have been issues for you, and I really feel like loyalty is one of them. And one thing Sagittarians are very loyal. This is going to make a turnaround and you're going to see this. It's not something you're going to have to hope for. It's something you're going to see. The Ten of Swords. I feel like this is your past year of just really getting one step ahead and then 10 steps back. Spirit's telling me that was a perception. That's your perception. While it is actually happening and you're going through these situations, Spirit's telling me this was your perception, that you weren't seeing these hard times as being lessons and growth and learning curves. You were kind of bogged down in the situation, thinking this is never going to get any better. Now we have two kings pop up here. I'm wondering if you may be dealing with two people. If you're making a choice between two people, maybe and they're not complete opposites, but one person's very emotional and the other one is a good talker. I'm feeling like this person could sell ice to Eskimos. Like this person knows how to speak their way out of anything. Whereas this person's more expressive. It could be that it's one person and they're sort of coming into themselves, into both these kings. So they're going to start connecting their words to their emotions. Or this could be you, Sagittarius. You might be learning to connect all of it up so you can express at a deeper level and get your needs met at a deeper level. We move straight into the Ten of Cups. Now we've got 3 tens here. If that doesn't tell you that your life is about to change, I don't know what does. But the Ten of Cups, it's also the happy family, but it's love. It's less about the material aspects and the happy home and all that stuff. And this is more about that deep, joyful connection, that feeling when you look across the room and see your person and you just feel so blessed and so happy. It's also being happy with the community around you and sort of being at that place in life where you exhale and you think, this is what I want, you know? And it's simple things. I don't think the Ten of Cups is a fancy new sports car or anything like that. It's the simple things in life that just make you happy is what I get from the Ten of Cups. It's no longer about the physical or about money or stress or any of those things. It transcends all that. And it's getting to that place of satisfaction inside you, Sagittarius. It's not feeling like you've got itchy feet and need to find anymore. You're going to feel secure and be happy in being still. The Page of Swords, it's clarity. It's clarity of what you really want. The Eight of Cups has come up. I feel like you're no longer walking away from things that are difficult, because it's not going to be difficult anymore, is what I'm hearing. The Page of Wands has come up reverse. It's those two kings, that mixing your words with your emotions, is you're not going to come in so fiery and reactive. I feel like whatever situations have been going on, they've been, you're just so tired and they've been so hurtful, and you may have someone who hasn't been as caring and receptive and all the things that you needed, that every time you almost speak to them at the moment, you're kind of just like, ugh. And they're not really getting the chance to express, because in the past they didn't deserve it. They weren't coming to you with anything of substance. You're about to let that down, not because they've all made miraculous changes. Your perception on the situation's changed, and you're also able to energetically feel them, and you're getting more from your partner or from this person, or it might be someone new. You're getting a new depth from the people that you're around the most, is what I'm hearing. I want to move on to another deck for clarification. Going to go this one. Oh, here we go. They've all come out at once. Saves me the time. Okay. We have another king has come up. The King of Swords. The King of Swords has already come out. So there's definitely someone who, Sagittarius, you have come out in your own reading. So right next to that King of Swords, it tells me that you have complete clarity of what's gone on around you. So next to that has come up the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords, which is not the funnest of energy with this. Okay. So this King of Swords is telling me that you've become aware. You, the veil has come down. You're seeing people and their behavior, the people around you, friends, family. You're seeing sneaky behavior. This Seven of Swords is definitely someone you don't want to be putting your trust in. I'm hoping for you this isn't your lover, and if it is, I'm hoping this behavior has changed. It's come up next to the Seven of Swords. So they or you may have to fight your way to remove these people from your life, or remove this energy or this situation. Like, it could be place it where it belongs, but there's something going on that's just not right in your world. And you're not going to be able to just step away from it. I feel like whatever this situation is, it's going to cause you a bit of strife to move forward from, or you're going to have to really push to get the truth out of this person. It can also speak of not trusting. So you may be worried about behaviors in the past or things that have gone on, and this is kind of eating at you, or it has eaten at you in the past, and you're kind of in a conflict mentally. It's something that keeps coming back up, like it's a trigger for you, and as much as you try and move past it, this is something that kind of plays a narrative in your head, and you may have something happen, and then it may snowball because of this sort of conflict. You have to be really aware of your internal dialogue and where it's leading you, because you can be your own worst enemy at times. We all can be our own worst enemy at times. I'm just feeling so much growth, Sagittarius. I just wanted to take a second and tell you to take give you one exhale. Take a deep breath and exhale. This has been a long journey, but also to give yourself a pat on the back. You're becoming very self-aware of what holds you back and who holds you back and all those type of things, and what's keeping you from moving forward. I feel like the universe handed you a challenge and you just took it head on, and you're still standing while you may be feeling tired and a bit battered and bruised. Everything the universe has thrown at you, you've taken. There's so many tens. It just tells me you must have spent so long just closing and shutting down and healing, and it's been such an adventure, not always pleasant. So On that note, I'm going to pull from this deck, which I don't use all that often, and I can't even think of the name from memory, but I'm trying to grow a better relationship with it. It's kind of prophetic, kind of like fortune telling, and it's a bit of fun. So, but sometimes it's a tad confusing. But we're gonna give it a go. You've gotta give things chances. Chance to perform. Okay, so we have credit. You deserve all the credit. Spirit knows you have done the majority of the work. Well done. If that isn't everything we just spoke about, then I don't know what is. And we're going to go one more. Touchdown. The runway is clear. Go for it. Great time to pursue that goal. You're ready to land. It's time. This end of the year and moving forward into 2020, Sagittarius, this is where it happens. This is where the magic happens, is what I'm hearing. I love that. I absolutely love that. So right now we're going to do the Romance Oracle, and you're my last reading for the first week of November, Sagittarius. This is so exciting. And I've been just going to waffle here while I shuffle, but I've been getting a real push to do a twin flame reading, so I might do that tomorrow. I don't normally do twin stuff, but I go where Spirit tells me. Okay, let's go. What have we got? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So as we head in, take some time, just enjoy what comes, enjoy the ride, but at the same time take a deep breath, because while it's exciting, it is work, and sometimes you have the tendency to go hard or go home, Sagittarius. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And we're going to go one more. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I feel like this healing you've done has also mirrored healing back onto your person as well, Sagittarius. So keep at it. Keep at it. If you're in a relationship, this work you've done will help to improve it. And if you're waiting on someone, same advice. And if not, then you have vibrationally got yourself to a level where your person's coming in. Like, it's just blessings all round. I'm absolutely loving that. We're going to go a Kipper deck. No, we're not. Spirit say no. I'm going one of these. These two. Okay. And this is just to close out the reading. We have 22, so if you've been seeing that number, this one's really pretty and it's not going to focus too well. Okay, this is blessed. TikTok, the time has come. And this one says not for you. So that's letting go of the things around you that are going to hold you back from your blessings. Okay, so this story took a turn with the last card. So first of all, we have 30, which breaks down to a 3, and 6. They're both universal numbers. So I'm hearing, and this is what the cards are saying, the time has come for you to remove what no longer serves you so you can get your blessings. Don't keep things in your life that hold you back. And feel confident that the universe has your back. So if you need to move away from things or need to make changes, that Spirit has you, and it's for good reason. As I'm saying that, I'm noticing this chessboard in the background. It's not going to focus. This chessboard in the background, and Spirit's saying to me, it's time to play the game. So it's time to make moves that are to your advantage. Okay, and as I looked up, I seen 1919, which breaks down to 2 10s. This is 4, 2 10s, which is just more closing up of cycles and old habits and all the good stuff that brings in all the yummy stuff. So thank you, Sagittarius, and I will see you again next week. Bye.